Okay, so today we're going to make a ceviche. Ceviche is the flagship dish of Peru. And it's a very fresh dish they make in the north. It started with the fishermen going out to the sea, and they started cooking their fish with lime. The limes in Peru are very special. They're very acidic, and but they do have this fresh flavor, which is very particular to a Peruvian lime. People think that it's difficult to make a ceviche outside of Peru because they don't have the corn, they don't have the chilies, but most importantly is the lime. Here in Europe, we can use any kind of lime. If you do find Mexican limes, they're a bit better. They're a little bit more acidic, and if you have the luck to find a Peruvian lime, then grab them. No, don't think about it. So, I'm going to show you the ingredients that we use for a ceviche. Of course, is fresh fish. The freshest you can get, the better. In this case, we're going to use colla or haddock, which I love because the texture is very firm, and you still find that sea flavor. Then we're going to have some chilies. These are Peruvian limo chilies. They're very particular. They are from the coast. And as you can see, they have different colors. And they're very aromatic and a bit of a citrusy flavor. So you're going to notice as soon as you cut one, you're going to notice that fresh chili aroma in the air. I remember when I was little, as soon as I walked into my grandma's kitchen, it was the flavor, the smell of limo chilies, coriander, and of course the limes, all in one. It was a wonderful experience. So we have the chilies, we have red onions, limes, of course. Some people put a little bit of celery, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of ginger in their mix, but I like to do it a little bit more simple, like we do it in the north of Peru. And finally, coriander as well, salt, pepper, and to garnish, we're gonna use some crispy corn. This is a type of corn from the Andes, and we just roast it with some oil. Sweet potatoes. This has been already boiled and cut. And our Peruvian corn, which is, we call it choclo. And of course, and you can see is this really nice, very big, meaty, very rich corn. It has a really nice flavor, it has texture, very different to the ones you find here in Europe. It's not sweet at all. It's very nice. So that's it. We can start by cutting the fish fillet. We cut it in small cubes. So we place our fish in the bowl. The next step is we add the salt. We're generous with it, about a teaspoon, a pinch of pepper, and then we go for the chili, limo chili, as I said. So we try to get a nice side piece without the seeds, and then we're gonna take away as well the veins, so it doesn't get that spicy, but it's more the aroma and the flavor. So you can smell it. It really smells fresh, really nice. So we cut it in small pieces. Then we put it. We stir a little bit. So it's the flavor they start blending. Then the coriander. So we need about another teaspoon of coriander, I would say. We leave out the stems and we chop finely our coriander. And then we add it to our ceviche. A bit of coriander in there, not too much. And we keep stirring. There we go. Okay, so we continue with the onions, red onions. We're gonna chop them, we're gonna slice them finely. We're gonna get rid of the heart. It's what gives a little bit of strong flavor to the onion. So I'm just gonna work with the outer layer, and as I said, cut it in fine slices. And now we add the onions to our ceviche bowl. There we go, they're very crispy. We stir a little bit more, so all the flavors start getting together. And now we're gonna squeeze the limes. So we just squeeze it over all the ingredients, and the acid is gonna cook the fish a little bit and all the ingredients, and is gonna while the fish is cooking, there is this juice that is gonna come out. It's gonna the juice of the fish is gonna blend with the lime and all the other ingredients, and actually that has a name in Peru that's called tiger's milk, leche de tigre. It says that ceviche really turns you into a tiger. That's why. As I said, the limes might be a bit not so acid, so we need to check a little bit the flavor. Here we go. And you can see a nice milky sauce. It's already creating. That's what the tiger's milk, we call tiger's milk. What I recommend now is we put it in the fridge for maybe 10-12 minutes. So the flavors, the fish keeps cooking a little bit, and the flavors get together better, and the tiger's milk is a little bit more consistent before serving. We're just finished with preparing our ceviche. Now we're gonna plate it, and I'm gonna show you guys also how to garnish it and with what ingredients. So in a bowl, we already marinated our colla and all our ingredients in lime for about 10-12 minutes in the fridge. So just as it is, guys, we try to put it in the center. And of course, we don't have to forget the tiger milk. This juice, this amazing juice that has been marinating in. And now we just garnish it with sweet potatoes. I boil the sweet potato with oranges and some cloves to give to enhance flavors, but you don't have to. You can just boil them, and it's as good as. And we have our Peruvian corn. It's very meaty. It also helps to give a little bit of starch, carbohydrates to the chili and lime base. It's super easy to just take it out and just put it around the corn has just been boiled, nothing else, with a little bit of salt. And now we have our crispy corn here, which is another kind of corn from the Andes that we roast just with oil and then with salt. So we're going to sprinkle this. It gives a little crunchiness to the dish, which is very nice. So I'm just gonna. So here we have our Peruvian ceviche. We used colla or haddock, and a little bit of red onions, Peruvian limo chili, coriander, salt, pepper, and we marinated it with lime. So it cooks the fish a little bit and creates this sauce we called leche de tigre or tiger's milk. Very rich in all these flavors. And then we garnish it with some sweet potato to give a little sweetness, and Peruvian corn that adds a little bit of that starchiness, meatiness, and another kind of corn we call canchita in Peru that we roast to give a little crunchiness to the dish. Enjoy.